Good afternoon. A good place to start. Dan Scar signed today. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, he sure has, Dan. Yeah, we're pleased with Dan's signing. He's been one we've monitored since January. There was a chance, well, before January really, there was a chance we could have done it in January, but obviously there would have been a fee involved, and we've waited, and he fits all the right criteria. He's a big lad. Still a bit of work to do with him in terms of the way we play, because he hasn't played at 3, but he's dominant in both boxes. Has plenty of blocks, plenty of first contacts, and he fits the criteria. The data and all the numbers add up of what we feel we needed to keep the ball up the back of the net. So really pleased to get him.
It's extremely clear where you've placed your early focus in recruiting in that back line. Are you pleased with where you're at so far with it? Carry on.
Yeah, of course we are, mate. Yeah, definitely. We're still on the move. We're still trying. We're still working. We're not just plucking players out the sky. These players who we're trying to sign are being on our list. They're on our radar. There's a couple of potential contract proposals out. Still speaking to the agents and players who we can speak to, because we feel we wanted to make sure that the back line was sorted first and foremost. We'll still probably have 1 or 2 as well, trialists that'll come in with us for pre-season, and we'll have a look at them. But ultimately I wanted to work from the back upwards, and that's certainly what we've started with.
It's been a really positive week, hasn't it? I mean, every player who was out of contract that you offered one has taken one. That must speak volumes about where the club's at and the direction you're going in. Yeah,
it definitely does. I said I was 95% certain each day. Joe, Danny and Connor. Obviously we give them a little bit of time. I think Joe was wanting to get his done quick so we could have a peaceful 6 weeks, I think, which was fine. We wanted to get it done, and then Danny and Connor, they probably did have opportunities to potentially go and play somewhere else, possibly the Championship, who knows. But in terms of them, they know what we're about. They know what the club's trying to do. They know what direction we're trying to go in. The ambition of the club, and they know the ambition of me. Once we sat down, Dan and his missus were in mind a couple of weeks ago, and we thrashed it out, and we said how it was going to be, and we got that done. And then I was at Connor's with his mum and dad on Monday night. We sat down with him and his dad and discussed what we felt was right for Connor, what he wanted, and we got there. We walked out and shook hands, and the contract was done the next day. So really pleased with all of them, even the young lads as well, Ollie and Lowe, and we and Jeff Cott now. We wanted to make sure that we look after these players, and I've said all along, these players do good by me, I'll do good by them.
I was going to touch on Jeff Cott because obviously he wasn't out of contract. That was a move to kind of secure a more long-term approach that the club's been working towards, I guess. Yeah,
definitely. Look, Jeff's had a fantastic season. He scored 18 goals, and he dipped towards the end a little bit, but a lot of players did. The form was out the window a bit, and we know he's a natural goal scorer along with Niall and Ryan. We feel we've got good 3 centre forwards who we feel can score goals. And Jeff's obviously contract was running down. He only had 12 months left, and I wanted to reward him with the work he'd done. We'd spoke towards the back end, even when he was in bad form. The contract negotiations were still going on. It weren't a case he's in a bit of bad form, we're not going to offer him a contract. So we're just pleased to get that tied down as well, because he is one of our own. He's an asset for the football club, and we want him to come back firing on all cylinders to score more goals.
We're in the middle of June now. Obviously we're already only a few weeks away from pre-season. How comfortable are you with the recruitment as a whole so far, and where might you be looking to add a couple more players?
Yeah, well, the recruitment's been great. We've still got the list, so we're working, as I said, from the back up to the front. We've got done Dan today, we've done James Wilson, we've got another defender in the pipeline which we'll probably talk about in the next 48 hours, because that's where we needed to fulfil, and we've done that. So then we'll start looking up the pitch, and we know where we need. We'll probably look for another midfielder or 2, and then a winger, and then possibly another striker. But we'll take our time with going up the pitch. We've got the data, what we've got on all these players of who we feel can fit the criteria. We've got that. It's just about making contact with them players and them agents. Now we've made a small contact with 1 or 2, but as I say, once we've got the back line sorted, we'll start pushing up the pitch, and then we'll hopefully have a few more.
I know last season was obviously quite a slog at times, intense, no fans, it was tough, wasn't it? Are you starting to feel really excited now? It's a good time of year to be a football manager, I guess.
It is, mate, yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm going to watch England against Croatia on Sunday, so I'll get the urge for that. me and my lad, I'm really looking forward to going there, seeing the fans and, you know, proper football, and I just can't wait to see Owen Park full, to be honest, with the fans again. I think most of the fans I've met and seen throughout the year on the street, they've all been disappointed that they couldn't come and support. The love and the feedback we've got off social media has been brilliant. You know, the season ticket sales just says it all, and, you know, obviously with the signings now, hopefully I'm bringing the signs in that can compete for this shirt, and these fans can see, you know, a true team next season that can go and compete, and we certainly want to do that.
Obviously the season ticket sales have been great so far, and continuing hopefully, but even before that we've got some really good pre-season games at home park to look forward to that you've sorted out for us. Can you tell us a little bit about that, and also whether you have been able to sort of sort out a training camp yet, or whether the situation's been difficult?
Well, we've got some great games, as you say, the Swansea, the Bristol Cities and the Middlesbrough are. Old mate Neil Warnock coming back down again, and he better invite me to the barbecue and this time. But again, we wanted to have them fixtures, we wanted to have them games, because look, the results are relevant, even when we're playing the Parkways and the Tavistocks and the Saltash and whatever else, and, you know, but we want them games to all be competitive in different ways. You know, the results are relevant. We just want to get the minutes in. We want to see things in them games. When you're playing against opposition, championship opposition, you can see things they've done. You can take little bits out of them. You can see how we feel against a strong opposition. So we're really pleased with the pre-season. We want to bring a good pre-season to Owen Park for the fans, because they've missed a lot of football. So I think the Swansea, Bristol City, certainly the Middlesbrough, are going to be good games. They can come and watch. And then as for the pre-season training camp, we've potentially got something lined up for Spain. We were going to, you know, potentially play Oxford over there with Carl's team. Obviously, them discussions are still ongoing, but that's if we can get away. But what I will say is, you know, we'll make sure we give the fans and keep the fans updated if we do go to Spain, if we're allowed to, because I'm sure a lot of them would want to come and see. But ultimately, you know, don't do nothing just yet, because it's not finalised, and hopefully if we get the green light to take the lads away on a pre-season training camp, we'll certainly do that.
Cool,
thank you.